President Kennedy and his wife sitting on the back of a cabriolet. And she said, "Oh, John, everything is so beautiful. Let's take a shot." "Oh, you already got one." I will wait. After every joke, I will wait till you understood it. The next one. Don't you ever wonder why tigers don't fuck humans? 'Cause mom told them, don't play with the food. More. Thank you very much. Don't you ever wonder why tigers don't eat Russians? 'Cause they don't eat shit. Фу, ну разъебал нормально. Let's do a little improv with the audience. Hello, hello. What's your name? What? Duncan? Duncan? Duncan. Understood. Yeah. Very good. Where are you from, Duncan? London. Oh, my British accent. Where is it? Hello, Duncan. When you drink tea, and at 5 o'clock? Very ready. Oh, yeah. Okay. Я тоже нихуя не понимаю, братан. Thank you, Duncan. Give him a noise. Woo! Don't you ever wonder why elves don't fuck deers? 'Cause deers only for the Santa. What's your name, lady? Phoebe. Yeah, like from Friends, yeah? Super. Do you have a cat? Did, but it was a sad story, yeah? Okay. Maybe you have a dog. Okay, Phoebe, she has a cat. You will be the next. Phoebe, don't... не петляй оце, пожалуйста. Phoebe, what you do for your life?
Oh, I work with... I'm a diplomat.
You're diplomat. Very good. With Duncan, you English diplomats, yeah? I heard that Ukraine with Great Britain have some agreement, yeah? For 100 years, yeah? Yeah, it's true?
It's true.
Clap your hand if you also hear it. So, if I understand everything correct, the Great Britain tell us, guys, this war will be 100 years, yeah? And you like, we British guys, we had 100 years war, yeah? Ага. Що ти кажеш, братан? Why kill? Le parlez-vous français? Non, non, je parle de café, moi. Елітфорд. Це була реклама Елітфорд кави. So, clap your hand for a Phoebe. Woo! So, next a British joke for you guys. What did Hagrid say after the Harry Potter give him a blowjob? Oh, you're not just a boy, you're a real wizard, Harry! Thank you very much. The next one. Why Elon Musk didn't want to buy Burj Khalifa? 'Cause he already high! Thank you very much. What's your name? Kostya. Give some noise for a Kostya. His name is Bones. Yeah. Yeah, it's for you. I'm translating for you, Phoebe and Duncan. So, Kostyan, що ти? What do you do for your life?
Working.
Working. You're such an interesting person. Whoa. Where? Wanna work? Whoa. Interesting. Where are you from, Christian? Mariupol. Oh, give some applause for Mariupol. The next question. Christian, do you have some hobby? Surviving. Oh, very good hobby. Yeah. Okay, the next one. Okay, I have everything under control, guys. The next joke for you. Сейчас тільки, блядь, згадаю. Two blind men walking out, and one says, "Your back is white." And he answers, "Can't see anything funny." Very bad. Very bad. We have some commentary for this joke. Hello, young lady. What's your name? Valeria. Valeria. Didn't перекладається. Didn't translate. Yeah. It's Valeria. Huh? Valeria? Huh? Actually does. How? Valerie. Hancy? Healthy? Valerie, it's healthy? Okay.
And strong.
Okay. You have some conversation. I'm sorry for interrupting you guys. Yeah, and my name is Holy, yeah? Okay. Yeah. It's Свят, Holy. Yeah. So, well, holy shit. Holy glory. Oh, yes, it's my name, yes, Svyatoslav. Oh, okay. Yeah. What a night, what a night. So, Valerie, you think it was a bad joke, yeah? Local joke. Why? Only for Slavic people? Uh-huh. Yeah, Kostyan helping me. He said British was left. Yeah. From me, it was right. Сейчас, подождите. Ну, разъебай. Duncan, did you understand this joke? Your back is white, can't see anything funny. Huh? Разъеб? Duncan, agree for everything. Just, Свят, just... Отъебись, короче, від мене. What should Putin gives Zelensky if he was a Santa? A blowjob. Костян, нормально я здав чи ще раз? Щоб британці поняли, блядь. Imagine that Putin Santa. What he should give Zelensky? Blowjob. Yeah. That's my style. Jokes that I tell in 2 times, it's twice hilarious. So, Guy Julius Caesar. Do you know this guy? Yep. Guy Julius Caesar have a... Huh? Gaius Julius Caesar. Yeah. Guy, just a guy. You know some guys from Rome, maybe. Yeah? Some Caesars, yeah? Not a salad, yeah? Okay? So, Guy Julius Caesar. Am I correct saying this?
Julius Caesar?
Yeah. Guy Julius Caesar. Thank you, Phoebe. Guy Julius Caesar have a dinner at the Senate Cafe. Could anybody give me a knife? Oh, no, everyone at once. Did you get it? One more time? He had a knife. It's hard to talk, yeah. I was playing a Caesar, yeah? One more time. One more time, guys! All, attention here. Last joke. Guy Julius Caesar have a long dinner at the Senate Cafe. Could I'm sorry. Could anybody give me a knife? Oh, not anyone at once. One more time. It will be a long night at dinner in Rome. Guy Julius Caesar have something new for you. Okay. Forget this shit. Guy Julius Caesar have a breakfast at the Senate Cafe. Could anybody give me a knife? Not everyone at once. Thank you very much.
I used to watch action movies, and now in Ukraine we have this thing called a window. Yeah, that's a good one. That's all right. We're doing it. Okay, we're warming up. I'm relatively young, relatively fit guy, and I get this question from girls all the time. They go, Roma, why are you not in the army? Okay, okay. They landed. Okay, no, guys. I'm not in the army because I actually have this condition. It's called being a pussy. And no. If I get drafted, I'll go to Romania. But no, I mean, we gotta do this. We gotta do what we gotta do, okay? We gotta do what we gotta do. It's a tough gig, but we have to do it. Shout out Armed Forces. Yeah, cheap applause, come on. No, but seriously. Yeah, we're just having fun. Yeah, I think, we have to do it, of course, but I think you should still, you should still try, if you can, to do best what you can do best. I just fucked that up. You understand what I mean? You try best what you're good at. So if you're a good baker, bake the best bread. If you're bad at writing music, make another patriotic song for a radio. We need that. If you're like a great coffee roaster, make the best goddamn coffee in this city. If you're good at like doing dog hairstyles, maybe infantry. I don't know. Maybe we can survive a couple years with like nasty dogs walking around. It's fine. It's 2025, and I'm not that much afraid anymore of Russia. Who I'm really scared of is the Chinese. Not because of geopolitics, I'm just a horribly racist person. No, I'm joking. I'm not racist. I'll say it 10 more times. I'm not. Then it works, like it cancels out if you say it 10 times. I'm not racist, but I am against same-sex marriage. I think you should at least change the pose from time to time. Okay. I never know with the show whether my joke sucks or your English is just maybe not that good. You know what I'm saying? Same sex, I'll explain it. Same sex, gay marriage, same-sex marriage, gay marriage, same sex, everyday marriage, Where's my married bros at? Okay, that's all right. Now, we'll keep it going. Dude, sorry, buddy. Can't leave you hanging. Yeah, I'm 32 now. I'm old enough to stop getting some of the new slang that's going on. Like, I'm old enough that I Googled Riz. That's how old I am. Have you guys Googled Riz? Anybody Googled Riz? Anybody? Yeah? Yeah. And then for those who don't know, Riz is, if you have to Google Riz, you have no Riz. That's what it means. That's what Riz is. I'm old enough to get confused about some of the new technology, the functions they add. Like, I got a vacuum cleaner recently, a new vacuum cleaner, And it's a vacuum cleaner without an app, which already is like, it was hard to do. I have to go to the store and, they're like, oh, no app. They bring out the little guy from behind, like a little midget with some rusty keys in one eye. And he's like, sir, follow me, sir, to the back of the store, sir. And I go back and there's the dark corner of the store. There's bats everywhere. And he's like, you have to solve a riddle to get your vacuum. No, you know what I mean. Like I got a simple vacuum cleaner. It has no app, but it's still got this function. Like you can turn it on and put it on full power. Put it on full power, and then, but you can also switch it to half power. So it just does this like half strong. And I've never used that other function because I don't know. Does anybody go? Yeah, I want my floors a little dirty today. Like I want a little bit of dirt left after I'm done cleaning up. That's what I want. Yeah, I don't get it. Some of the other things I don't get. Like there's some new stuff coming out. I've seen I stumbled upon. Stay with me, guys. Come on, we're pulling through. I stumbled. Stay with me. Yeah, I know where your head went already. Just stay with me. I stumbled upon a porn category I've never seen before. It was called PIV sex. And I was like, wow, that's interesting, for science. And I clicked on it, and it turns out PIV stands for penis in vagina. Which for me was just sex, always. Maybe I got a bad sex education in school, but I just thought that was just sex. So I'm confused because I don't understand, what's sex now? What's the default sex now? If that's called PIV, so what's just the default sex now? What does it mean? Do you put on, I don't know, minion costumes and AI generate photos of your genitals to each other or something? I don't know. Anyway. But I did have sex education in school. I have to say, not sex education, but sex education in Ukrainian school in 2000s. And the lesson I got from it is that there's no hope. The lesson I got for it is the second you see a girl's vagina, you die. You just die. And she gets pregnant with AIDS. It's hopeless. Yeah, it was totally hopeless. So I had to just learn about sex from my peers, and he's fucking dumbass guy who's like, yeah, you put a thumb in her butthole and you pee and some stuff like that. And so I was exposed to a lot of bullshit. Do you know the alphabet thing? Bros, where's my bros at? Yeah, he knows. So the alphabet thing, Costa, relax, buddy. Just hang on. So I'll explain it. The alphabet thing is that's how they taught you to go down on a lady. You go down on a lady and then you do the alphabet with your tongue. That's somehow supposed to work. I don't know where it's coming from. It's like there's some dude somewhere in lab coats in the laboratory trying to crack the pussy. I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it could work for Chinese because they have all these things, and they have and they have. And they not only it's all this bullshit, they have 3,000 of those. So by the time you're finished, you either come or die from natural causes at this point. Yeah, I tried the alphabet. It didn't work for me. The alphabet thing didn't work for me because I don't remember the alphabet. I got stuck somewhere in KL. Honey, are you right? I'm just KL, MK, K. Oh, fuck it, I'll be gay. Because if you're going down a guy, there's one letter. Whatever. No, we'll edit it out. We'll edit it out, guys. Just edit. All right. We'll be right back. That's fine. I I understand why it's, why the alphabet and stuff like that happens. Because if we're being honest, like, making a girl come is very different from making a guy come. It's true. I'm not sexist for saying that, okay? I'm not sexist, unless by sexist you mean somebody who has a lot of sex. Also not. I'm, no. What was that? Yeah. So making a girl come is like, it's more like playing an instrument. You have to, touch all the right things at the right time. And this is not. By the way, I'm not showing what you do to a girl. I'm just showing a violin. You have to. I mean, you can do that if you want. I mean, you have to. Yeah, it's like playing a symphony, and making a dude come. Dudes are more like. Remember those old toilets when you do like vroom and stuff comes out? That's the dudes. That's us dudes. That's true. It's true. Shout out, dudes. Yeah, and you also, you're trying to be a good, and you're trying to be a good boyfriend. You're trying to have, not to finish too fast. Have your lady, finish first. And I don't know what I did that. It's been a long day. And there's also tricks for that. Like, one of the tricks is, boys, you know what I'm talking about. But one of the tricks is you start picturing like nasty shit, just to like, just dead fucking kittens and puppies and shit like that. And I try. Yeah, that's. I tried. Oxygen doesn't get to that part of the room. It's just they're. If you're feeling bad, they're just in a coma now. So so the trick is to imagine something nasty, and I tried that. I was close to finishing, and I started thinking about dead puppies, visualizing dead little sad puppies dying in the wind, in the cold, and it totally worked. Best orgasm of my life. All right. We're having fun. We're just having fun. That's all right. I'm at this age, I'm old enough to start thinking seriously about dating. I don't have time to fuck around. I have to think about like serious long-term stuff. Something that's gonna matter in 30, 50 years, stuff like that. So I cut straight to chase. The first question I ask every girl on date is, Israel or Palestine? And no, I'm serious, come on. That's not a laughing matter. It's a tragedy. Israel, Palestine. And if she goes like, Israel, I reach out in my back pocket and I proudly pull out my Israeli flag. Am I right? Israeli flag. I start waving. I said, Shabbat Shalom, girl. Fuck yeah, let's do this. Circumcision, stale bread. I don't know. And if she says, I'm on the Palestinian side, I reach out in my other pocket and I proudly pull out my Palestinian flag. I pull out my Palestinian flag. I say, yeah, girl, let's fight the genocide together. From the river to 2 kilometers from the river. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's enough for them. Maybe that's enough. I don't know. Who am I to tell? Yeah, but if she goes like, I don't have an opinion. I don't want to take sides in this conflict. I just reach out on my third pocket and pull out my Swiss flag and I say, yeah, girl, hell yeah. I'm all about that neutrality, girl. Let's go. And if she orders spaghetti, I pull out my Italian flag, and I have about 40 flags that I carry with me on every date. I have about 40 flags that I carry with me on every date. And which is ironic because a lot of girls consider that to be a red flag. Which is ironic because the red flag is one of my 40 flags that I literally carry on every date with me. It's a red flag. It's mostly red. It's got like a white circle and a swastika thing inside. But it's mostly red. It's 70% red. Come on. And you know what? I'm just trying to cover my bases, okay? I'm just trying to cover my bases. And if the girl is into that type of shit, am I to judge? No. There's a court for that in Nuremberg. It's far away, and we're here. We're doing it tonight. We're getting it going. We're undressed. You have a swastika tattooed in your left tit. That's fucked up. But I'm willing to see past that into your heart. And It's fine if you want to call me mein Führer in bed. That's okay. And, 6 million, 6,000, it's just numbers. It's still just numbers. But, I draw a line somewhere. Don't fuck with my Israeli flag, okay? Don't fuck with my Israeli, because it's one of my 40 flags, my collection of flags. I've invested at this point about $6,000 in the flags. There's not some shitty flags. I have a flag guy. He's really cool. He sells flag, Bitcoin. I'll give you a link to the website. The point is, I'm deep in flags, and flag is gonna be on the rise very soon, guys. You'll see. Yeah. Those are not some. I'll explain to you. I see you don't understand. Those are not some flags you get on AliExpress. Wait. I have to say Team U now. I guess, right? Team U. Fucking cancel culture, man. Fucking political correctness. That's why I voted for Trump. That's why I voted for Trump on a Telegram poll, and I unvoted then, and then I clicked view the poll results, and then I voted for Trump again. Because we have the technology now to do that. The future, you have to think big. You have to think to the future. The future is now. I don't understand how time works. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, guys. It's been nice.
So, hello everyone. My name is Lana. Hi. Hey, you. I've been a primary school English teacher. Yeah, for 8 years so far. Yes, that's why I've thought that I speak English really well and I know it well until there is a native speaker around. They're always like, "Oh, are you an English teacher?" Yes, I do. This is a t-shirt. These are jeans. And because of that, because I know English, I can perform stand-up in English. We decided to have shows abroad to arouse money for armed forces, to gather some money. Yeah, and we did with another comedians last summer. And I remember that I have this special refugee visa, so I can go to the UK to work and have stand-up show there. So we organized the show, and I got this visa. I've been to London when the invasion started, then I came back to Kyiv after a month, but here I am standing at the border control at the UK, and the guard asked me, "Do you have any intentions of staying in the UK?" Which is in Guardian language translated as, "Are you going to take away our jobs? You immigrant bitch, aren't you?" And of course I wasn't, so I had to prove that no. And I said, "What? Work? Live in the UK? No, I live in Kyiv. I love Kyiv. Kyiv is my native city. London, foo. Big Ben, standing, stupid, tic-tac, blah. Paddington Bear, big hamster, no. But in Ukraine, who dubbed Paddington Bear? Zelensky. My president is the voice of Paddington Bear in Ukraine. And he was like, "Okay, but you know that your visa works as long as you currently live in the UK." I forgot about that. So I said, "Oh, you mean this UK? Yeah, sure, I live in London, currently, yes. I work in London. I've just been visiting my family and friends in Kyiv for 2.5 years straight. It's just, yes. And he was looking at me, I could hear his thoughts. Fuck my life. I wanted to catch spies, to reveal and stop terrorists, but instead I have to listen to her Klingon reasons to let her in so she can buy a magnet with Paddington. But no, everything ended well. Like, they let me in. We had a great show. We gathered super lots of money for armed forces. And I bought a magnet, but with double-decker. So he wasn't right. And it was quite an experience in London because we were eating out a few days later and a couple of locals, they sat next to us, started chatting, asking us, where are you from? We said, we are from Ukraine. And lady asked, oh, are you enjoying yourself in London? And I said, you know, there's a war in my country. My dad is currently at the battlefield, and there's been a massive missile attack recently. So no, I'm not. Actually, no. And she was listening to me, nodding, and said, yeah, but you know what? Oysters at this place are great. And then a few days ago, I told this story to the locals at our show, and they reacted like this. Oh. And I said, no, guys, don't worry. That's okay. That's fine. I don't give a fuck about your country too. That's normal thing. That's okay. I'm here just for your money. I just want your money for armed forces. I'm a charity gold digger. I'm looking for my donation sugar daddy. Baby needs a new FPV drone for unmanned surveillance and destroying Rusnya. Yeah. So really, I always miss home. So when I was back in Kiev, I was passing by this cafe with writings on the window, food like at home. I was curious, I came in, and really it felt like home because everybody was shouting at each other, and an old guy walking around naked, and one lady constantly asking me, so how about grandkids? Your clock is ticking, you know. Yeah, and it reminded me of my grandma, the greatest woman. I love her, but you know, she's that age when half of her stories consist of, let them rest in peace. Yeah, and maybe because of that, she has this attitude, you know, once she told me, so sweetie, look, in that drawer, you will find everything you will need for my funeral. Documents, money, and photo. Well, you know, this is bury your grandma starter kit, so. And I remember that then she took my hand, she looked me in the eyes, and she said, honey, I want you to remember the most important things. Whatever happens, remember this. I should be buried in a wig. Because nobody knows it's a wig. All my neighbors think it's my real hair. I don't want my neighbors at the funeral looking inside the coffin, see me without wig, and it was, I will be embarrassed. Like she would care. Okay, but still, I know she's prepared for it, really, I mean it. Like, she has already bought a double place at the graveyard with her husband, my grandpa, who died 11 years ago. But isn't it sweet, right? Yeah, no, it isn't. Because everything she said was, it was cheaper, price was better for two. What a deal. Yeah, and I just wonder, like, okay, they have double place, but what if she had found new husband through all these years? I mean, nobody wants to be buried next to their ex, right? I just imagine if she got married again and my grandpa just lying there all alone like this, waiting. Where is Larissa? She got diabetes. She must have been here by now. It's so fucking boring here. Yeah. Okay, I do fly yoga. Maybe somebody knows what does it mean? What is fly yoga? You know, guys? Yeah. Okay, if you don't know, so fly yoga, it's like a regular yoga, but the new ability unlocked, you can fall down from 2 meters high like a bag of shit. Yeah, what an experience. No, actually at yoga we do lots of stretching, you know, and once I remember we did stretching in a pigeon pose. I want to show you. It looks like this. You could see it. Really looks like pigeon, right? Yeah. So pigeon pose when you sit like this and then go out and shit on somebody's windshield. And I was sitting in this pigeon pose, and I've noticed through the window 2 real pigeons on the street fucking. And I wondered whether I made them so horny or... That was interesting. And the first time I walked into the yoga class, the lady instructor saw me and said, "Oh, Lana, it's so good that you're here. It's such a pleasure. It was a great surprise. Wow, 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 blah, blah, blah." And I thought, I'm fucking famous now. They know I'm a comedian, which means when I fall down from 2 meters high like a bag of shit, they would think, classic comedy. Yeah. That's her new beat, probably. Yeah, thank you. And the same first class, I remember we stretched our chest, we stretched our chest like this, and the instructor helped. She pushed everyone's back with her knee and pulled elbows back. So I'm sure that people were tortured like this a few years ago, or maybe 100 years ago. And when it was my turn, she started doing this pulling and pushing stuff, and she whispered to my ear, "Have you been to summer camp in Semy's Crimea in 2008? You know what? I've been to a summer camp in Semy's Crimea in 2008. And you know, there is always this teenage girl in summer camps who always gets lost, vomits everywhere. Yeah, that was me. Eastern European Avril Lavigne. Punk's not dead, yeah. And yeah, and so, okay, probably we met 15 years ago at the summer camp, but I can't remember her at all. I don't know who she is, because maybe she was the girl whose tongue I pierced with a paper clip in the bushes, or maybe I made out with her boyfriend in the bushes. But both of these situations aren't nice. I can't remember, and I remind you, she's standing next to me, behind my back, pushing with her knee on my spine, which is in yoga, this pose is called the revenge of a cougar. And I thought that I felt my spine for the last time in my life. And then I remembered who she was. Guys, so this lady, when she was a teenager, we together ate rose petals after drinking vodka in the bushes. And I thought that it's such an inspirational motivation story, because even if a teenage girl who'd eaten rose petals after drinking vodka could become a successful yoga instructor, it means there is nothing impossible for you too. Thank you very much. That's it. Thank you.
So, hello Ukrainians, hello CIA agents on arrest day. I know there are a lot of you. Thanks. Hello people from NGOs. There's always a lot of people from NGOs. It's plural. It's different NGO. Clap your hand if you're from NGO. The drunkest one. Okay. Did you ever notice that NGO are very similar to GO? Like, we non-governmental organization, but closest things that exist is governmental organization. But we like cool. We can listen to rock music. We can wear jeans. We NGO. NGO is kind of place for government officials who didn't pass the rebel stage in the high school. We're from NGO.
And we can tell the truth.
So tell it.
Not tonight.
Yeah, that's what NGO always does. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'm too busy today. Tomorrow. Okay, okay. Have you ever noticed that during threesome, third person always knows that he is third? Or she. Or it. It was questioned, yes or no. Did you ever notice that third person in a threesome only knows that she is third? And you don't know about this stuff, it's okay. Did you ever notice that during foursomes, every person think he is second? Because they humble in foursome. They don't know who leader is. They all think he is second. She. Somebody. Did you ever notice... I didn't expect this phrase to be so hard for me. Did you ever notice that during fivesome, you're just a lonely person watching foursome? I have never been in any of that situation. I'm learning about the world this way. I asking questions, you answers. My friend from Britain recently asked me, what does it mean to be Ukrainian? And I give him an example. In Kiev, close to subway stations, we have old lady who sell flowers. It's some kind of poetic. And as Ukrainians, we never choose bouquet by its composition, but what flower it is. We choose from the old ladies on how much this lady is to death. Like, there is a row of 5 ladies, and you choose not bouquet, you choose lady.
The oldest lady.
Sorry?
The oldest lady.
Oldest? No. In Ukraine, it's different. Closer to death. Okay, not about death. I hate death. Yeah, it's true. I have dog. Clap you if you have dog. And clap if your dog is the best dog in the world. Okay. I'm invent a new thing with my dog. I'm starting to give him not tasty treats. Yeah. Because for tasty treats, he will do anything. He anxious to do anything for good treats. And I don't want him to be treats junkie. When I take out of my pocket not tasty treats, I see calculation in his eyes. He is like, for this shit, I will sit but never spin. Yeah, basically I given my dog anxiety of underpayment. That's how he is gonna be smartest dog. And best. And cutest. I'm inventive, it's true. I invent new way of cleaning my apartment. Right now I'm walking barefoot for 15 minutes before taking a shower. Everything that sticks to my feet, it's cleaned. Everything that don't stick to my feet don't bother me at all. Other things that I invented, that stack of dirty plates with one clean plate on top, for independent observer is stack of clean plates. Life hack, write it down. It's way to live. Yeah, if something is smelly on your kitchen, it will not smell in a freezer. I recently met mayor of Kiev on the street, Vitaly Klitschko, and he was with 6 bodyguards. Yeah. And a few months ago, I was in Lviv. It's in Europe, and I saw mayor of Lviv, Mr. Sadovy, and he was alone by himself drinking coffee. No bodyguards. And I have a question. Who is better fighter? Have you ever been nostalgic for sex? Like, you don't want to have it right now, doing this dirty stuff, getting sweat, taking shower, doing all this stuff with somebody. You're just nostalgic, like, sex. You're sitting on the couch like, sex. I had it. It was nice. I don't want it right now to get sweaty. I'm on the couch, I'm in the best place, but I had it. I recently got nostalgic for sex this way, so I was sitting on my couch, smiling, and I opened condom just to smell it. Because in my brain there is link between smell of rubber of condom with good times. So I was just sitting on my couch smelling condom.
Do you share a flat with anyone?
Sorry?
I said you don't share a flat with anyone, do you?
No. Only with my dog. And that night he deserved good treat. No, I don't mean he eat condom. I meant I pay him to forget what he saw. I easy fall in love. I was recently in a bus, and very beautiful girl get in the bus, sit close to me on next seat, and she's so beautiful, and I'm like, I want to be with her all my life. I start to imagine in wedding, we have children, and then he took out of her pocket phone, open calculator app, type 800 plus 40, get answer for this difficult question, and put phone back in her pocket. And I'm like, fuck, we need to cancel this wedding. Okay, this was Dima Vlasov. See you.
I'm Pítor Alexievich, and I'm an American. So while everybody else was up here telling you jokes, I'm going to make a point. Because that's what Americans are like, right? Let me tell you something. I've got something to say. Hey, look at what you got to understand about that is. But look at you. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to offend anybody. Look at you. You're the most beautiful audience I have ever seen in my life. And you know what they say? If you want to convince people, you need a story, right? You need a story. So I'm going to tell you a story. Is that okay? Now, to tell this story, I have to start at the beginning. So bear with me as we wind back the clock 13.7 billion years. Oh yeah, you're getting the whole story tonight. You're getting the entire fucking story tonight. Right? So 13.7 billion years ago, as you all know, there was, well, for, wait. Is there anybody that disagrees with this beginning? Is there anybody here that wants to tell me the Earth is only 6,000 years old? The Big Bang, brother. Right, that's what we're talking about, the Big Bang. When in the very beginning there was nothing. And then out of nothing came everything. Right, from a white hot point, a singularity. All of the matter and energy in the universe came into existence in one shining, stunning moment and spread out light years across the galaxy, across the universe. A quantum foam, a quantum gluon foam where, right? With electrons and leptons and quarks popping in and out of existence in ways that you and I, with our little brains evolved for survival out in the savannah, have a hard time understanding, right? It's awful. We can do the math. The math makes it clear that that's what it was. And we don't have to understand it to know that it's true. Over the next billion years, that quantum foam becomes something that resembles the universe we know and love. Trillions of galaxies, more stars and planets in this universe than there are grains of sand on every beach of this rock we call home. An incredible universe teeming with with things that will kill you. Right? There is nothing like this little planet that we're on lives on a climactic knife edge as it is, right? There's lots of this planet that we cannot live on. You will not last long at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. You will not last long at the poles, right? On this little world, this little green globe that we got to ourselves, this is the one place that we got, that we're sure of. But hang on, we're not there yet. We got 8 billion years to go. So, over the next 8 billion years, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. The universe comes into existence, and this little planet that we call home begins to form. The parent star of our solar system explodes, having forged in its heart, in the furnace of the sun, the elements that make up all of us, right? That's where carbon comes from. That's where oxygen comes from. That's where nitrogen comes from, forged in the heart of a star. You are all literally made of stardust. And our parent star explodes, spilling its enriched guts out into the universe, into an accretion disk of dust and pebbles that swirls, and the force of gravity begins to work, and our sun is born, our star soul comes into being and begins the process of dragging all those heavy elements from dust into pebbles, into rocks, into boulders, into asteroids, into planetoids, into this earth itself, molten, hot, steaming, boiling, bubbling, toxic atmosphere that none of us could survive on. And yet, in that miasma, only 400 million years goes by. I know I'm skipping ahead again. Life comes to this planet. And you know what? For the next 2.5 billion years, there is nothing but microbial life. Blue-green algae in warm, shallow seas. And what's that algae doing? Making oxygen, baby! Cranking up the oxygen budget, right? Breaking down all that poisonous carbon dioxide, that atmosphere that would kill any of us in a heartbeat. Breaking it down and cranking up the oxygen budget. This is important. Why? What's oxygen? It's rocket fuel for multicellular life. That's what oxygen is, baby. It's rocket fuel for you and me. And that's what the other thing is, it's the opposite of a greenhouse gas, right? Carbon dioxide traps the energy of the sun in our atmosphere. Oxygen doesn't let it in. So 600 million years ago, you know what happened on this planet? Does anybody know? Seriously, 600 million years ago. Come on, 635 million years ago.
Multicellular life.
Yeah, but why? What happened first?
Because it cooled down.
Cooled how much?
I don't know.
Cooled so much that we call that period snowball Earth. Right, there's so much oxygen in the atmosphere that not enough solar radiation can get through to warm the planet. The planet freezes right down to the bottom of the oceans. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not making this shit up. Now dig it. Now dig it. In that crucible of ice, something happens. The days of single-celled microorganisms and blue-green algae dominating the planet are over. Now we get the Cambrian explosion, and you get ammonites and trilobites and triops, and the world changes. And then a little while later, all of those go extinct. Because, of course, 99.9% of all species that have lived on this planet have gone extinct, right? That is the way of this world. Massive destruction, cosmic annihilation on a galactic scale out there. And yet here we are. From that time on, the world is pretty stable. And things move along pretty quick, right? The oceans are filled with fish and eels and ammonites and shells and bivalves and everything that we think of that lives in the ocean. 300 million years ago, skipping ahead, 300 million years ago, that life begins to crawl out of the ocean and onto land. 300 million years ago, sharks had already been around for 150 million fucking years. Which is just astonishing to me. Life comes onto the surface of the planet. Now look, this is a European audience, right? I'm not home in the United States, so I can make jokes about evolution here, right? Right? Is there anybody that doesn't think evolution's a fact? Is there anybody that wants to go to town on that? What? Oh, the one American. Thank you, Rachel. So Rachel may well be one of the 31% of Americans who today believe that evolution is a lie, that the devil put them dinosaur bones in the ground to test our faith. And I ain't descended from no monkey man. And you try to say I am, and I will kill you. Oh! It is funny to me how the people that don't believe in evolution most prove it to me. 21% of Americans, so we're now over half of Americans, believe that evolution happened, but it was directed by God. I do declare, son. We call that intelligent design. You can look around this universe and see the beauty and the functionality and know that there is a designer, right? I mean, unless you have problems with your fucking shoulder, you know how bad shoulders are designed, right? Or unless you look at the laryngeal nerve. You know what, right, the larynx, that's the voice box. That's the thing that lets me be so loud, right? And if there was an intelligent designer that needed to get a nerve from my brain to my voice box, that nerve ought to be about, 7 centimeters long, right? But you know what? It's not. It goes all the way down around my heart and comes back up to my... Every nerve signal for all this noise I have to make has to travel 2.5 feet to tell the voice box what to do. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because fish don't have fucking shoulders. That's why, right? Where's a fish heart? It's right by its gills so it can process that oxygen. And as that fish turned into a frog, right? Turned into a mammal. Nature doesn't rewrite everything. It just builds on what it has. And so that nerve gets moved right with the heart down here. This, of course, reaches its absolute absurdity in the giraffe, where the average adult male giraffe's laryngeal nerve is 7 meters long, over 7 meters long, to go a distance of about less than half a meter. Less than half a meter. Okay. 15% of Americans have no opinion on the subject of evolution. Now, there's a curious fact about this demographic. If you look at them, they all have an average of 3.2 children. Now, as a parent myself, I can tell you, if you have 3.2 children, not having an opinion is a survival mechanism. You're fucking busy, right? You don't have time to be worried about evolution. So that means 31%, 22%, 15% of Americans have no opinion or do not believe in evolution by natural selection, which leaves a very small number of Americans that are right. 15% have no opinion on the matter.
So what percentage do you believe in evolution? Because I honestly don't know.
So 31 plus 22 plus 15, whatever's left. I want to say it's 32. Thank you. So about 1 in 3 Americans believe in evolution by natural selection as Darwin described. 1 in 3. And the percentage of those Americans that have this belief are likely higher among those in Ukraine because we're based in reality and know that the most important thing happening on the planet is happening here. That much is true. Now, 2 million years ago, or thereabouts, someone who looked very much like you stood up for the first time on the plains of the Serengeti and looked out over that tall grass and imagined what was on the other side of that mountain. Are we all in agreement so far? Does this sound like the history of the universe as we understand it? Yes. Whoa! Where was that from? There was an enthusiastic yes in the back. Hi, are you a geneticist or an evolutionary biologist? You make drones, motherfucker! You make drones. God. And just 2 million years ago, you couldn't make fire. What a world. What a world, huh? So, it took us a while, but about 10,000 years ago, we started to exist on the planet in sufficient numbers to have what we might call a civilization. Agreed? Okay. This is the hard part now. This is the hard part because I know that everybody here pretty much is on the same page with me so far. But I also know that some of you also think there's a heaven. And for you to think both of these things means that for millions and millions of years, heaven stood by just watching. What are they doing over there? Oh, that tribe's just murdering everybody next door because they think the witch poisoned their well. Well, what are you going to do? Nothing to be done. And it's only just 5,000 years ago that heaven says, oh, wait, maybe we should intervene. And the place that we'll do it is in the most backward, illiterate. We're not going to appear to the Chinese who have reading and writing already, or the Indus Valley peoples. No. We're going to appear in the most backward, illiterate bunch of goat herders we can find, and we're going to convince them that they are the chosen people. Then we're going to enslave them for hundreds of years, lead them out of slavery to the promised land, the only place in the Middle East with no oil. Really? What kind of a God functions like that? Huh? So here's the concern that I have, and this is the point that I want to make. When we believe in fact-based, evidence-based reality, the world is different, right? You mean to tell me that quasars exist, black holes devouring entire galaxies, just so the head of the Russian Orthodox Church can tell us not to jerk off? Are you fucking kidding me? He actually blamed, this week, he blamed the war in Ukraine on masturbation. This is true. You know what? That explains so fucking much right there. That explains so much. Please forgive me, Father. So, ladies and gentlemen, what concerns me is the way that the world is flooded with disinformation and lies. And all of us together here, just the fact that you're here in Kyiv means, if you're not from here, right, means that you believe that the people here have every right to defend themselves from an aggressor nation intent on their elimination from the world. Because that nation tells itself that it's fucking special. And this, my friends, is a load of bullshit. And we gotta grow up out of this stuff. And we gotta face the world the way that it really is, in my opinion. Now, as I said at the beginning, this is absolutely the most beautiful audience I've ever seen. Because, of course, we're in Kyiv and everybody here is fucking beautiful. One way or another. So I want to thank everybody so much. And I particularly want to say, as an American, as a foreigner with no ties to Ukraine, how deeply humbling and appreciative I am of a few Ukrainians that came out tonight to support me, who I am very fortunate to call friends. And so I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Nice to see you.